Hello friends, this is Low Rate Hitman. What I got today is a little video on my thoughts and opinions on a subject that I'm fixing to bring forth to you guys here in a second. I just want to say, hey, I'm going to try and do more than one video this week. I haven't done many videos here lately, but my last video kind of explains it a little bit. I think everybody kind of goes through it, so to me it's no big deal. But anyhow, so I'm going to tell you guys a little story here. I'm at work. It's 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm fixing to take my break, so I go on YouTube to watch a video, and I seen a Wings of Redemption video, and it said, if you are religious, please do not watch this. It's like, that kind of struck my interest. So when I turned it on and watched it, he's explaining how a map off of Modern Warfare 2 is being taken off, and it's going to be sharpened up to where some words or something like that of Allah or whatnot in the Muslim religion is not visible in a toilet, which I was like, well, that is kind of disrespectful writing that in there. I'm not Muslim or anything, but I would find that somewhat disrespectful. But I keep watching the video, and the cat keeps going on and on and on about religion, talking about more or less how stupid and how idiotic people are that are in religion. It was basically focused toward Christian and Muslim religion. I couldn't really get anything else from it except those two, and he just kept on and on and on, and I was like, wow, seriously, dude? Seriously? I mean, this is what we're boiling down to now to get views and to start drama? Me, in my personal opinion, I can fully see where a group of people would be upset because something's disrespecting their beliefs or their religion, and that's acceptable because a lot of people seem to forget that, we got a Civil Rights Act, and people are allowed their religious beliefs, that is included in there, and when you start bashing people about their religion and you start putting them down, I mean, you're kind of pushing the borderlands of going into harassment, right? Yeah, I mean, it's only logical. I mean, people do like to stretch the law as far as they can, but on the same token, I can see where people are upset, because people that are not religious or people that do not have beliefs, they tend to not understand, how are they allowed to have this much power to where they can do this and do that? I mean, that's just how it is, man. Everybody is allowed to have their own beliefs and religions in America. That's how it is. Even if you're American, Wings, you're an American. You're allowed to believe that, in whatever, man. Ask Oscar the Grouch if that's what you want to believe in, but you do not have the right to go around bashing people because of their personal beliefs. And on the same token, a person doesn't really have the right to push their religion and their beliefs off on you, So, I mean, it kind of struck me. It struck me bad. It made me bad upset, because I've been listening to this dude, for a while now. I've always enjoyed his commentaries, his videos. Sometimes some of the stuff he does is just kind of out there, but for the most part, he's a stand-up, legit, commentator. I just, it just struck me very, very wrong. It really did. And when you go as far as direct your upsetness, if you direct it toward a whole group of people, not even knowing those people, it kind of makes you a bigot too, and bigotry, I mean, that's a horrible thing. You can look up the definition of bigotry, harassment, look up the Civil Rights Act, you look at all the stuff that I said, it's a part of it, people are entitled to their religious beliefs of whatever religion that they choose, and you can't badmouth them about it. You can say what you want to say. It's America, man, but you start pushing the lines of being a bigot, and if you're against bigotry and all that, it's just going to make you a hypocrite by saying that you're not a bigot, But anyhow, I'm not going to keep going on about this. Life is way too short. Let me tell you, 1 minute you're 25, the next minute when you wake up, you're going to be 37, 38, 40 years old. It's going to fly so fast, and you're not going to be able to get any of it back. And all you're going to have to do is look back on the things that you've done in life. You can still look forward, but the past is going to come back every once in a while. And this is stuff you're going to remember right here, So the best thing to do is just let them go on and take that little bit out of that video game and go ahead and throw that map right back out there and won't nobody even miss it. Everybody will be lining up to try and see what they put in its place. It's just some petty stuff, that needed to be removed evidently because it offended some people, and that's the bottom line. I mean, When it's in the Civil Rights Act, you got to look at everything else that follows right along with it, all the other things that's protected underneath of it. And once you see the whole total package, you understand why it is the way that it is, man. Because it's your right as a human, man. With that said, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and thanks for listening to me kind of rant and rave a little bit. I do appreciate you stopping by.